Hello everyone, my name is Raven, and welcome to Raven Gaming Labs, and welcome back to VintageStory. So I did spend some time making a bunch of lime, because, well, I mean, why wouldn't we make a bunch of lime, right? I mean, it just seems fair. Anyway, I don't know why I was looking at that, but apparently I was looking at that. So how's everybody been? Hopefully everybody's been having a really nice time. You know, it's February. It's kind of crazy. February's a short month, but, well, slightly shorter month. And, yeah, so hopefully everybody's doing well. I'm going to go out here and we're going to find out if our charcoal is done or not. I think our charcoal is finally done. Look at that. I think it is. Ooh, now that looks done. All right. So let's fall down here real quick, and we will remove this. This is gonna be crazy. It's kind of weird how calm and peaceful it is out here, by the way. Just need some more screenshots. Oh. Huh. So that one stack was worth 21. Not bad. Now, I know different stacks are worth different amounts, of course, but I'm going to put this right here. Finally, we have adequate amounts of charcoal. Kind of works out pretty good, if you ask me. I personally kind of like having a lot of charcoal. Not gonna lie. Oh, it finally broke. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Yeah, all that work needs to be documented. All of it needs to be documented. So we're gonna, you know, absolutely 100%. Oh, man. Yeah, I gotta. Wow, yeah, that takes forever. Never mind, we're gonna use our super handy dandy shovel here. Now I kind of wonder if we have too much charcoal. Do we have too much charcoal now? Is that a thing? Is it possible to have too much charcoal? I do not know, but we have a lot of charcoal now, so I mean, we have a lot of charcoal. Gotta get me some screenshots. But this means that at least for now, we'll be able to work on the inside, which should be pretty cool. I'm also gonna go get some sand. That's another thing I'm gonna do after I get all this darn charcoal out of here. I'm gonna go, well, I'll probably take the charcoal back, and then we'll go get some sand. Yeah. We need the sand. Or we will need it anyway. I want to try making some of those, you know, fancy blocks. Seems like a pretty good idea. Oh. I kind of need to turn this into like stone or something. But I don't even know if I'm going to use this thing again. I mean, look how much this made. I mean, that, to be honest, that was kind of worth it. For real. That was 100% worth all the trouble and the 3 videos or so that it took to fill it. 100% that was worth every bit of it. Now, I'm not going to put all the charcoal there, just because it would eat up way too much room. But, I mean, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 full stacks of charcoal. That is not bad. That is, I'd call that a pretty, that's good. That's real good. We doing on the meat? Meat's starting to decay. Sure, why not? I guess I can just eat that, right? Why not? Probably should have saved it, but it's been so long since I've had meat. It's been so long. Also got rid of that ridiculous extra just shovel. The shovel, there we go. I got rid of that ridiculous extra shovel. You know, I could not get that thing to just go away. It was very annoying. So we need to find sand, and I believe there was some sand over this way. So that's why we're going to head this way. By the way, just so you know, it got down to negative 20. Yes, negative 20. Very unpleasant experience. So this is gravel, but I think there was sand over here as well. Nope. Okay, might have been over this way. Might have been over this way. This is more gravel. Oh wait, hang on now. All that running around sort of helped me out a little bit. Hang on, I gotta remove this. Yeah. This is the sand. This is the sand. We have found the sand. I knew it was over here. And here I thought I was being crazy. But it was a little true. I probably was being a little crazy. But I did find the sand. Man, the sand has just a really nice sound effect when you remove it. Such a good sound effect. I mean, I don't really think it really matters. It's gonna... Yeah, it's gonna go pretty quick. How far over does this go? Alright. I mean, you know, it's a pretty big space there, yeah. You know, I almost chopped that down, and then I thought about it for a second. I was like, you know, no, I don't have to do that anymore. I was kind of expecting this area to be a bit different during the winter. I mean, I knew it would be a little chilly, right? Like, we knew it would be a little chilly. What I wasn't expecting, though, was that immense cold. Because it really was. The cold coming out of that, you know, right now, insane. Absolutely insane. I mean, this stuff is cold. So I'm not really certain what I'm going to do for the floor. One thing I might do is go look for basalt. Get a nice, you know, dark area there. So I have some quicklime. And we need to, you know, freeze up the game for a second while we load everything. And I can make plaster with it, or I can make slaked lime. And with slaked lime... Oh, I need 4. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That makes absolutely just perfect sense. Okay. Well. I want to see the result of this. So I will just make this amount. Honestly, it's probably not enough now that I think about it. I mean, it's crazy, but if we think about it, it's probably not enough. As insane as all of this is, it's probably not enough. Okay. And, you know, honestly, I really don't know, like, what we're going to do here. We might also do some smithing. There's a lot of stuff we need to do here, to be honest. I'm trying to think about where to put this. And I think for now, it's just going to go right here. There we go. And then I just put that there. It's out of the way. That's got honey. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's got the flax oil. That has blood. Actually, you know what? Hang on a minute. So this lasts for however long out here. 47 days? Whatever. At least it gets it out of the way. Arguably the most important thing that it's ever done there. Yeah, you know what? Sure. Why not? Just burn it all down. Yeah, that stuff does not go far. But also it has to build up to temperature. Yeah. So I think using the reeds to build up the core temperature to 700 and then putting the coal in, or the charcoal, will go a little further, but not too much further. But obviously it did help because I only had like 3 left. And I was able to do way more than this. I mean, this was 4 of them. This is not super great, but that's okay. That's okay. That is okay. Yeah. That is potentially okay. Potentially okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this. How many of these do I have? 4. So I have 8. I got to make 800 of them. Yep. And I'm just going to throw... Give me that. There we go. Oh. Wait. And there we go. Yeah, I'm definitely not touching that. That's a little hot. Yeah, not a bad deal. Okay, so obviously I will grab this. Not really necessary to burn all of that down. But we're gonna make another plate. We're just gonna make 2 plates. 1 plate, sorry. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some crafting this one. I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to do some crafting. And probably another thing. Where did I put that thing? Gosh, I don't remember. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm actually thinking... I don't know. I mean, I am thinking, but I don't know what I want to do here. That's the problem that I'm sort of kind of working with here. I'm not really 100% certain what I want to do here. Unfortunately, I'm just not certain. So, yeah, super great. 15 liters of water makes 6 liters of quicklime. Oh. Is that going to work the way that I think it does? That's going to work the way that I think it does. Yeah, I need to put 50 in there. Okay. I mean, that makes perfect sense. It makes absolute perfect sense. Anyway. I want to make a proper plate. And then grab my trusty handy-dandy hammer. Gonna make ourselves a nice little copper plate. Look at it go. Hey, at least we can finally start working a little bit on the indoors. But I want to see what the ashlar blocks and stuff look like. I don't really want granite. I do kind of like the limestone because it's quite bright. And I kind of feel like it'll give us something, you know, decent to look at. But I don't know. I guess we'll kind of see, huh? Another thing I really want, of course, is gold. I want a lot of gold. Alrighty. Just want to make sure we haven't... Nope, we're getting there, though. We are, in fact, getting there, though. So there is that. I want to bring 3 down. And for this, we just want to bring 4. Okay. Still not ready yet. Hang on. I'm just going to grab that. I think I'll just finish this out. Trying to do 2 things at once when you're not really capable of doing 2 things at once is it's tricky. It's extraordinarily tricky, and in my opinion, ill-advised. Okay, so we're just gonna pour this lovely melted copper right in here. Nice. Now I gotta be careful I don't kill myself with it. There we go. Get that definitely out of the way. Throw all of that in there. And now we can just go back to this as we were. Cool. And we'll just do this. Did not mean to do that. There we go. Oh, and we're dying of hunger now. Of course we are. Why would we not die of hunger? I mean, that would just make too much sense. I mean, could you imagine the audacity of not dying of hunger? Could you imagine that? Are you kidding me? There we go. Fall in the water volume. Please fall in the water volume. It's kind of funny. Now, I'm not really certain if I want a lot of mortar. So, what I'm going to do, even though it's might end up being a little bit of a waste, I'm going to grab that, grab that. And I'm going to throw that in there. And that in there as well. Mostly because I don't really want to waste too much of my, you know, I don't want to waste a lot of it, okay? I don't. Give me that. I'm not doing the math right, am I? Oh, 4 per liter. So I'm gonna need 40 for that. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need a whole lot. I mean, not just that. I'm gonna just grab the whole thing. You know, I wonder if that weird, funny trick works. Interesting. You know that fun trick where, like, you go to sleep and then you wake up and it's done? I wonder if that funny little trick works. Let's find out, shall we? Let's find out. Because if it does, that'll be fantastic. I found a way to save copious amounts of charcoal. Will I glitch? Yes, I will, apparently. Wasn't really where I had that in me, but... No, apparently, no. Completely do. Okay. For the moment of truth. Probably nothing happened. Yeah, nothing really happened. That's fair, too. That's fair, too. Yeah. Now, the good news is it makes an astronomical amount of... It does actually, in fact, make an astronomical amount of put that right there, actually. Of what you call it. So, yeah, we're going to need 40. So I'm going to need 30 more. Which is pretty darn crazy, if you ask me. Because I would like to work on the entrance. I'm not really a fan of this entrance. It's terrible. I mean, you know, never mind, you know, the obvious fact about it, but yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad, and there's a wooden bucket in there, of course. Cool. But the good news is I now have an extra lantern, which means I can do even more expansion in this area here, which I kind of like. How's this doing? Yep, it's doing pretty good. So apparently that only works with cooking, or at least it only works with the smoker. It's kind of a interesting little tidbit of information there. Definitely did not see that coming. Nope. So I don't think that's lit well enough. In my opinion, I don't think that's lit well enough. But, I don't know. What do I know? Oh. Neat. Yeah, because it has to cover so far down and the ceiling's super high. Yeah, not really a fan of that. What am I doing? It's kind of neat. This area has a literal echo. I love that. I need scaffolding is what I need. Okay, so we'll just alternate. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. And only went 2 in, and it only went 2 in there. And yeah, like I said, that looks so much better. It does. It looks absurdly better. So that can be used. Oh, that requires that. That's nice. Right, and that can be used to make that. We're gonna need a lot of chisels, y'all. I mean, we're gonna need a lot of chisels. It's gonna be a bit of a nightmare to do this. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna run into them, aren't we? Yeah. I don't really mind too much. We'll seal it off and correct it as needed. There's nothing I can't solve with a bunch of light. And I might also build like candle stands and then just dump candles everywhere. Because once we're out of, you know, -15 weather, you know, even this will make an astronomical amount of candles. So, not really all that concerned. Should I be? Maybe. But I'm not. Kind of crazy. Now, the real question, of course, is also going to come into play. What in the world am I going to do with all this andesite? Because I don't really have much of a use for it, to be honest. I'm not building roads, although it's tempting. Kind of tempted to go down one, just... There we go. It's cool, though. I got it. It's fine. Everything is fine. Ah, the echo. Well, 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 well. Still have a long ways to go for that. Yep. Oh, yeah, I made this. Yeah, actually, using that made the andesite cobblestone. Yeah, we did make that. What was the other thing we made? It wasn't the cobblestone. It was, yeah, the dry stone. I don't know. I mean, it would solve one of the problems, at least. Oh, that's 100% spoiled. Is it now? Is it now? I don't think that's 100% spoiled. I don't think it 100% spoiled. I think it's so cold it literally just froze. Like the rot froze. It's way too darn cold here. Okay, there it goes. Jeez. So I'm trying to remember if we found any basalt in the area, and I don't think we did. And I don't remember there being any basalt down this way. That's another desert, if I recall. So I wonder if there was some basalt up and over this way. But that's a long journey to make. Nah, it's a bunch of peat. I don't care about that. Kind of torn. Kind of torn. I'm not really certain. This is where I wish I was live streaming, because, you know, one of you guys could, you know, chime in with, you know, what you all think I should do here. Although I really do like this area. This area here needs to be fixed. But all of this needs to be fixed. So I'm not bothering with... I'm not going to bother with literally any of this for now. Just because so much work needs to be done to begin with that it's, to me, it's just not worth it. It's literally just not worth it. Yet. It's not worth it yet to go around and, you know, kind of bother with it. But... Wait, did all that stuff underneath get frozen? I mean, obviously it did, but... Like... Yeah, it just froze. It's kind of a miracle that most of it didn't freeze. What about in this pit? Any... Sometimes you can see, like, way down. Nah, it's just all... It's just all andesite. As far as the eye can see, it's andesite, 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 andesite. That's all just andesite and gravel. Gravel? Granite. Granite. It's all granite. Maybe I do need roads. I'm tempted to start making roads now. But then I'd have to start mass production of, or mass removal of dirt, which means I'd need an even larger quarry, or just an even larger area to pull from. Oh, don't know what that is. Running away from it right now. I don't know what that is, but it's really awfully fast, and I don't understand at all what that thing is. But it is super quick and chasing me really far. Is it like some kind of like... I don't know. I've never seen a wolf chase me like this before. Oh, what's the matter? Yeah, you changing your mind? Yeah. Yeah, it's not so fun, is it? I don't even understand where you even came from. Or why you chased me like that. I've never seen them chase me like that before. That was kind of wild, actually, to be honest. It's, okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, usually they growl and, you know, you run away. But that thing actually legitimately chased me, really. Did I look like a bear to it? Is that why I look like a bear? So it's like running me off of its turf? I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely do not know. That was kind of crazy. Although, to be fair, I have gotten really, really good at dodging animals anyway. Yeah, there was no basalt over there anyway, so... Ooh, hey, that was worth it. That was worth it. Got some raw hide. Got some fat. Fat's good. Fat's good. Gotta seal up everything. What's this? 50 days. Wow. It has the same perish rate as this does. Okay, well. Fine. Whatever. Man, that burned a lot of food. See, that's what worries me. You burn a lot of food running around out there in the cold, and it's kind of boring to just have a video where I just stand there and don't move. But technically, that would actually be the best idea. Take off this cumbersome body armor and then just stand there. Literally, just stand there. And of course, you know, when it gets dark, sleep immediately. Don't wait. This does really look really nice. I know I keep coming back to it, but this is amazing looking. So I might go 4 more over this way, and then, of course, over this way. But I may end up needing more lanterns, which is another reason why I'm not doing it yet, because I need to make more lanterns. And this is almost done. I'm super happy about this. We'll create 4 quicklime, 3 quicklime, 10 quicklime, 20 quicklime. I don't know. Whatever. Just being weird. Nah, we're still waiting on that. The good news is, might be able to make some more blood sausage, which is going to be pretty awesome. Which then I can smoke. That should work pretty good, too. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, literally doesn't matter if I leave the door open. It's so cold. It's so cold. 40 liters of slaked lime. Which will then get a bunch of... 320 mortar? Well, I mean, you know, on the upside, it goes really far. Yeah, okay. 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 We're going to take that out. And I'm going to throw that in. And I'm going to throw that in. There we go. That's pretty awesome. I'll grab that. I'm going to need that later. And, cool. So I'm just going to make, let's make like 4 polished andesites, right? Just make 4 polished ones. Okay. And then we'll convert them all into this, which will give us the ashlar blocks. Yeah, okay, that's a little expensive. But if it looks good... Yeah, you know, I actually really like the look of that. That looks much better than the cobblestone. And then I think for the floor, I will just use just a straight up polished. So, won't go as far, technically. Well, not that this really goes that far anyway. I mean, well, I turned 4 into 8, so I guess it goes a little further. But you need some kind of variety. I mean, you know, yeah, okay. Okay. Good. We have our settled blocks. I may use the dry stone for the like the foundational pillar. I'm not really sure. Just to have a little bit of variety, because basically everything is going to be made out of this andesite. So, yeah. May need to get a little creative, if you will. Anyway, while we're dealing with that... Oh. It's kind of weird that that was... whatever. Yeah, I don't know if that really needs to be cleaned, if you will. I have so much, it's gonna just expire anyway. But only enough for one. Ain't that just grand? Well, that'll take 15 days, so I guess I could just quickly smoke this sausage really fast. Alrighty. How's this doing? It is almost there. What did I end up doing with the... Oh, okay. Ah, still not done. It's driving me absolutely crazy. It's like, come on, like, you're right there. Just finish already. Please, finish already. You can do it. I believe in you. Stop. Stop. Why would I do that to myself? Why? I don't know. No one knows the answer. But I did it to myself, so there you go. Cool. So I think I'll probably do most of the smithing off camera. Like I'll probably make as many as I can off camera. And then, you know, we'll obviously kind of go from there. But we have a lot of mortar, and that stuff goes far. I mean, we can make 320 blocks, which I guess in the grand scheme of things really isn't that many there, to be honest. But I mean, I need 160 blocks just to do that. I mean, that's getting a little crazy there. But we do need to find something to do with these blocks here, or these stones. So I want to see the Quarry mod here. I'm pretty certain it's in here somewhere. Was that top? No. Fair enough. Okay. First, create a stone slab. Okay. Okay, but we're not going to be able to do that in the quarry. Or here, sorry. That is very much a quarry extension there, which is not at all what we are. You know, I kind of did this in a crappy manner. It really doesn't matter, but well, I guess it really doesn't matter. It was pretty much the only way to do it, I suppose. Just go straight up. All right. Kind of feel like that'd be a little bit easier if I had you know, the floor up, raised up one, obviously. Might do that next time. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I might need to make me some stuff for the quarry. That's actually fine. Although I will admit, the sheer amount of andesite stone is ridiculous. Mixed drywall would be kind of cool just to have for like a fence or something. Yeah, it's not interesting. It's not really something I want. I don't really want any of this stuff. So yeah, it has no real use. But I won't get rid of it because, again, you know, when you start making roads, which I guess I technically will. I will technically need at some point. When you start making roads, oh boy. Suddenly everything becomes hard and very difficult. Very, very difficult to make roads. Well, not really. It's just, it eats up so much. It does. It just eats up a ridiculous amount. No? I think the reason that the smoker, by the way, works the way it does is it's based on a timer. And so the time goes forward, but, you know, obviously nothing really happens, right? Because, well, you know, it doesn't consume fuel because it pauses. So it's a nifty little trick for that, at least. Okay, I don't need that one, and I don't need that one. And there we go. That's kind of nice, actually. There we go. Yep. That'll do. Wow. I mean... Oh, yeah, I could just throw them. Yeah, perfect. What a brilliant idea. I'll just throw them. That's not gonna work. That's definitely not gonna work. I'm not a fan of that in any way, shape, or form. We'll just make some more containers. Yeah. Maple containers, not really great. It'll have to do. Yeah, you can have that. You can have that. Those are still extremely hot. Do not touch. Is it actually still bright outside? Well, I guess we're approaching back to normalcy because it's still bright outside. So there is that, I guess. Oh, it's almost done. You know, I actually don't really care if that burns itself out or not. I mean, it's... Of all things, that's very much just whatever. Doesn't matter to me. Turns into mulch. Alright. Ah, pine crates. I see. Yeah, I do kind of prefer the look of the pine crates, to be fair. Pine looks better. Wow, that basically filled up the entire wall. Or the entire crate. Yes. Go, 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 go. Yes. I do like how it disappears and then freaks me out. Yeah, no idea you could smoke these, and now that I know that you can smoke them, that is going to be the only way I'm ever going to really use them, because, I mean, what other way would you bother with using them? What did I do with the bucket? I don't even know if this is the right bucket, to be completely honest with you. I'm just going to go ahead and waste the time. Whatever. I'm not going to do anything else with it anyway anytime soon, so... put that back. Oh, you know what? You know what? Hang on. There we go. So, yeah, because typically we end the videos kind of later in the day. So I'll just kind of smith, get a bunch of stuff, and we'll sort of go from there with that. So that should be fine. Now, hopefully we don't get attacked, even if it is extraordinarily likely we do. But this actually looks fine. I could probably move this over one, which I might go on ahead and just do. I might move it over one. There we go. There we go. Yep. Because I think that'll maintain appropriate light levels. In certain areas, you know, I'll probably put down, like, candles and stuff like that. Like, you know, in some of the corners especially, put down some candles and all. But I'm also hoping to have, like, proper, like, light posts in between all of the, sorry. I'm hoping to have, like, actual, like, posts that I can put lanterns and stuff on. Because I want it to be very bright. Because, well, unfortunately, that mandates how fast stuff grows. And definitely since, you know, like what we've experienced last time. Yeah. Look at that, negative 16. Absolutely outrageous. Outrageous. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Okay, so we are going to, as you probably guessed, we are going to make some more. That's right. And there we go. And there we go. And there we go. You know, we may actually spend the next video going treasure hunting for copper. And any mystical tin we may or may not find. Kind of looks like there's a lake at the top of that, by the way. Did y'all see that? There's like a lake up there. It's kind of neat. Okay, so we'll just alternate so we don't screw it up. Ooh, it's like perfect. It's kind of weird how it sort of echoes and then doesn't echo and then echoes and then doesn't echo and then echoes and then doesn't echo. Yeah, kind of crazy. Imagine that. Right, hang on. Hang on. It'd actually be possible to catch all of that. Yes, it would. All right. I don't know. You know how it is. I don't always use these. For those of you that... I do make multiple, though. That is the thing that I do, actually. I make multiple thumbnails. I do the A/B testing. You'd be amazed at what thumbnails do well and what thumbnails don't do well. Giant crop fields out in the sun, those do really well. Although, giant underground crop fields probably also do really well, but, you know. That is a different matter, I assume. Darn it. Yeah, I was too close. Still, 21 blocks. Honestly, not bad. Wow. But yeah, these these lanterns will provide an enormous amount of, well, not enormous, but they'll provide light, and then, you know, we'll have like little lamp fixtures which will further provide light, and overall should look really awesome. Now, if I can get the gas lamp, which really just requires 2 slabs, some nail strips, and a brass plate. Doesn't matter what color any of that stuff is, but I need that. That would be even better. Because the glass lamp has a light level of 22. And, you know what? Hang on. There we go. Nope. Gotta be careful where we click, though, by the way. Yes? I can't remember. Yeah, see, it's got like that sort of like orangey like glow to it. Let's see here. That's a ceiling. That's a floor. Floor. A wall. Okay. Yeah. See, it has a more natural kind of light to it compared to just the quartz, and it really brightens stuff up. Like, massively brightens stuff up. If I could make that stuff, I 100% would. Alright, let me get out of here. Alright, and then, oops. Sorry. Gas lamp, yep. And what do I need? I just need the Lamprite's blueprint. And then it'll make a gas lamp. And then, I mean, that's so much cheaper because all it takes is, like, a bunch of nail strips. But it does require sorry. It does require a brass plate, though, which I definitely do not have. And also may or may not have forgotten about that as I was goofing off. Wasted way too much charcoal there. And we definitely don't have the resources to go around wasting charcoal like that. But still, I would gladly go for that. And I know that there's granite and all kinds of other stuff. So I know for a fact that, yeah, we would get a ridiculous amount out of it. So, yep. I'll probably also make some tools for the, how we doing on this anyway? We're doing pretty good on that, actually. I mean, we've used not even one stack yet. And we have quite a bit. But yeah, I mean, this looks great. I mean, this is almost the size of this. Actually, I think it's a little bigger. It's not as long, but it might actually end up being more. But we can't go any further because I need more lanterns. Definitely need more lanterns before we go any deeper. And we're probably going to have to fight our way. It'd be funny if I carved myself into a dungeon, by the way. That would be absolutely hilarious. That would be funny. I might not be the biggest fan of it, but that would definitely be funny. That would 100% be absolutely hilarious. Wow, we're actually dwindling down the berries, but we are basically at the end of December, so probably the next video will be there. And of course, we have grain. We have plenty of grain. Probably won't eat the grain. We'll probably eat a lot of the other stuff. Plus, I have all these dwarf pine nuts and stuff like that. Can't really remember. The soybeans, they have to be, yeah, you have to, like, soak them or something, don't you? I don't even know how to make that. Oh, okay. You have to soak them for 3 days? Oh, those are pickled. Oh, okay. And roasted soybeans turn into roasted soybeans, I guess. Well, anyway, we're past the 1 hour mark, everyone. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit that bell so you actually get updates and notifications. And as well, if you guys would like to get early access to all my videos, as well as a members-only area in Discord, there is a join button down below, as well as a link in the description. And I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you all in the next one. Hey everyone, thanks for watching Raven Gaming Labs. Thanks to all the members and viewers who make RGL possible. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell so that you can be notified. If you want to become a member, hit the join button or link in the description below. Members get early access to videos, member-exclusive content, and more. As well, don't forget to join our awesome community over at Discord. Y'all have a good one.